second graders, and welcome to art class. Today we are going to be making spooky trees. We are going to be learning about an artist called Kandinsky. Here's some information about that artist. Wassily Kandinsky was a Russian painter and art theorist. Kandinsky is generally credited as the pioneer of abstract art. Born in Moscow, Kandinsky spent his childhood where he graduated from an art school. He enrolled in the University of Moscow and he studied law and economics, but he also made these beautiful artworks. Kandinsky's art is really cool, and today we are going to be making a spooky tree inspired by his work. Here's an example of what we're going to be doing today. Alright, so today you're going to need a piece of paper, a black marker or crayon, and a box of some sort of coloring supplies like crayons, markers, or colored pencils. Go ahead, grab that stuff, and come on back. I think you guys are going to really enjoy our project this week. Before we get started today, I want to talk a little bit about grades for this quarter. Each week, I will be posting a lesson on the Google Classroom stream, and you will have to complete that assignment. There will be a video and a Google form each week. To get credit for that week's art project, you have to complete the Google form. It is definitely required to do the Google form in order to get graded. If you have any questions about art class or how to complete the Google form, please feel free to reach out to me via your school email or messenger on the Google Classroom. Instead of having the assignments be actual assignments on the Google Classroom, I'm leaving them as posts so that it is simpler to find. Every Google form will be right under the link for the video. Make sure you guys complete those Google forms to get credit for art class.
What you know about grades? You earn them, they ain't free. If you do all your asynchronous work, oh yeah, you'll earn the grade you please. Make sure you turn it in. Hey, make sure you turn it in, yeah.
Okay kids, so to start making our spooky Kandinsky trees, we are going to start by drawing a tree in the background. I'm going to be using a black marker so you guys can see it better, but make sure you do it in pencil first, but you will be doing it in black marker once you are finished with pencil. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start by drawing a trunk on my paper. Just like that. Then I'm going to draw some branches coming off my trunk. I'm making them pointy at the edges. Now see how I have a line right there? That's okay because this whole thing is going to be colored black at the end. I'm just drawing these by kind of angling my my marker, and drawing some not perfect lines. I don't like how that end looked, so I'm just going to point it and then I'll fill that in later. Okay, so I like how that looks. I'm actually going to put this marker away and I'm going to use a thick marker for this project. So I'm going to grab that now. And I'm just going to color in the tree. You could also use crayons if you have those and don't have markers. That would be totally fine too. And I'm not super concerned about having these lines exactly match up because it can be kind of wonky. It is a tree and pieces in nature usually aren't perfect. Okay, so now that I have my tree fully filled with color, it is time to add those Kandinsky dots in the background. What I'm gonna do is I'm just going to let this dry for a couple minutes since I used marker, and then I'm going to fold it up. I'm going to fold it into thirds. The way I do that is I first start by bringing this side in, but I'm not pushing down on the fold yet. See, I'm still keeping it round. And then I'm going to bring this side in, kind of like an envelope. I'm going to hold it like this until I can get it just how I want it. And I am going to then make the folds. You really want to have 3 pretty close to perfectly even sections. So mine's a little off, but that's okay. Then you're going to unfold it, and on those folds, you're going to draw a line across your paper, but not through your tree with your pencil. So just drew that line with my pencil, and then I'm gonna come up here and draw the other fold line. And I'm not drawing through my tree because my pencil line will show up and it won't look very nice on top of that tree. All right, so now I have my paper split into 3 sections. So now what I need to do is I need to do it the same thing. I need to do the same thing the other way. So I'm going to just plan my paper out. I kind of do this by rolling it to see how big the sections should be, and then I will fold. So I think I got it good, so I'm going to fold it. And there I have 2 more sections now, or 2 more folds. So now I'm going to do that same thing again, creating those lines, but not going through my tree. See, I'm stopping and starting on the other side of the branch. Awesome, so now I have all these sections. So now I have all these awesome sections. Now inside each section is where your Kandinsky circle will go. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to be using crayons for my project. Feel free to use any supplies you would like. You could use crayons, you could use colored pencils, markers, paint, whatever. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to color a circle in every single square. Try not to put 2 of the same color next to each other. So for example, I'm going to do pink in this circle, and I'm making it about this big. And then I'm gonna pick a new color for the section next to it. I'm gonna do blue. Oh my gosh, but look, it's gonna go into the tree. So I'm just going to go around the tree. So I am doing that circle still, but I am avoiding the tree. So see how I painted, or I used a little crayon on this side? It's because I would imagine my dot would show through on the other side just a little bit, because we were pretending like the tree is in the front. So we are making all of these drawings to be behind the tree. I'm gonna pick another color. I'm gonna do some yellow-green colors. Again, going around that tree and not through it. Awesome, I like how that looks. I'm gonna do a red under the blue. Again, going around that tree and not through it. Next, you are going to be doing another circle around these, but of a different color. So for example, I'm going to start with this pink circle again. I'm going to draw an orange circle around it, giving it some space, and then I'm going to fill it in. I'm going to do that same thing for this blue circle, except I'm going to pick another new color. I'm going to do the yellow and fill that in as well. And remember, I am still taking that time I need to go around the tree and not through it. Over here, I'm going to do some red. Taking my time, going around the tree, and making sure I'm staying in those lines as I am coloring. So let's speed this up a little bit and get the rest of these circled a second time. Okay kids, so as you saw in the video, I actually went over these pencil lines when I was done coloring. So I think that it turned out really nice. You can see my bold dots in the background, my circles, and my creepy tree in the front looks perfect for this fall season. I hope you guys had a wonderful time working on this art project today, and I cannot wait to see yours. Hello again, second graders. I hope you had a wonderful time in art class this week making your Kandinsky spooky trees. Make sure that you fill out this week's Google form for art class. It is absolutely necessary for you to fill that out so I can give you a grade. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I can't wait to see you again next week. Bye, kids.